In this interview, I'm joined with Tian and Duc from the Vietnamese community, and they're here to talk about the community, the Cardano community in general in Vietnam, and also some of the projects that they're working on, and highlighting some of the Project Catalyst proposals that the Vietnamese community has submitted to this Fund 6 of Project Catalyst. So if you're looking for something to vote on, please support these projects. They're doing some really cool things for the Vietnamese community and all the people that are trying to get into Cardano and have a better understanding of Cardano in Vietnam itself. Now, if you enjoy this content, please give us that thumbs up, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you hear more from us real soon. All right, let's get into this interview.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast.
So I am joined by two very special guests on this podcast episode, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and highlighting the Vietnamese community who are actually quite heavily involved in the Cardano ecosystem, but don't get much of a voice. And I believe it's mainly because of language barrier. And most people know that speak multiple languages, and English not being their first. Knowledge is power, and a lot of the knowledge on the internet is all in English. And if you don't speak English and you can't read English, then a lot of this knowledge is locked up. And here I have two Vietnamese community members that are trying to change a few things here and there to make it a little bit more accessible, or the Cardano ecosystem a lot more accessible to the Vietnamese community and the Vietnamese people in general. So Tian, Duc, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
All right. So Tian, I'll start with you first. Could you just tell us a little bit about how you got into cryptocurrency and how you discovered Cardano?
Thank you, Peter. I'm very lucky to have a chance to know about blockchain at 2020, I think 21 or 20. I have my friend invite me to study blockchain. Before joining blockchain, I was technical expert for computing system. So I have, I think I'm very lucky to have my friend to invite me to study blockchain at that time.
That's very cool. And you're a stake pool operator as well, aren't you?
Both Duc and myself are FPO. Stake pool operator.
Fantastic.
I operate Bitlight pool, and Duc operate Tiger pool.
Fantastic. And Duc, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you discovered blockchain and Cardano?
Okay, just a little. My name is Duc Tiger. I am an SPO. I operate my pool, Tiger pool, and some other pool. I start to join to a cryptocurrency market in since 4 years ago in 2017 when the pool market.
Oh yes.
Yes.
It's a fun time.
Yes. First time I heard is someone tell me about Ethereum when it was only about $60 for Ethereum, and now but I just buy a little Ethereum, and after that I buy some ICO, ICO like BitConnect and
oh no,
Hachacoin, Rigo Coin, and last one is iFan.
Okay.
But I have sao nhỉ anh Tiến nhỉ? Bị phá sản ấy, bị mất hết á.
Running out of money from that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of out of my money was run out. Nah,
Well, I think BitConnect was your first mistake. So
yes.
we all know that.
I remember that time.
Yes, it was a very exciting time. It's a lot of I think scams and I guess ICOs that promised a lot but didn't deliver anything, and unfortunately a lot of people lost their money back then quite easily and quickly, and hopefully that doesn't happen again, but I'm sure you've learned a lot since 2017.
Definitely, sure.
All right. So how are you two both contributing to the Cardano ecosystem at the moment? So what are you doing besides being SPOs? I know you do some other things as well. So what else do you do in the Cardano ecosystem?
I think we are contributing to a Cardano ecosystem in many ways. The first way, as you know, is we are SPO, and the other way, I think both Duc and myself are proposer. We only have a proposal for Fund 6. And we are working for community right now. Vietnamese people joining together in some Telegram group. Duc admin of, I think one of the biggest Telegram group. On that group, we trying to contribute our knowledge, our experience to the community, to share with them our experience in the past and preventing them from any, I think, from the scam in the market. And Duc and myself often join Eastern Town Hall, one of the big committee in Cardano.
Yeah, I'm glad I recently just discovered the Eastern Town Hall. It's been, I think, really interesting to see that there are other really large communities other than the Western Town Hall, I guess. So there's the Indonesian community, the Japanese and the Vietnamese community that are quite thriving in the Cardano ecosystem, but you don't really hear about it unless you join the Eastern Town Hall and you can actually see it for yourself. It's really cool. So it's I'm glad I've started to join that and discover a little bit more about the Cardano ecosystem on this side of the world, I guess.
Thank you for joining Eastern Town Hall.
Yeah.
We are waiting for your contribution, your comment, so that we can improve our contribution day by day.
And hopefully let more people know about what you're contributing as well. So it can be seen and I guess broaden a little bit in the world.
Yep.
Now, there are some really big development teams in Vietnam that are working on Cardano projects. One being MinSwap, who are quite doing a lot of good for the ecosystem, and also Meld, who have a fairly, I guess, large team of Haskell developers in, I think it was in Hanoi.
I know what project MinSwap and Meld. Both of them I think the next decentralized exchange system so that's not I have to say that's not first decentralized exchange in Vietnam startup project.
Yeah,
as you may know, on Ethereum we have some big startup. You know Kyber, right?
No, I don't know that one.
The Kyber is one of the big decentralized exchange that powered by Lately.
Wow. Okay. I also heard the Axie Infinity team.
I see. Mm.
Yeah, it's very big company.
It is huge. It's one of the biggest GameFi games on Ethereum out there, and I believe most of the teams in Vietnam as well. So that's absolutely amazing. A lot of talent in Vietnam that's working in the blockchain space, and hopefully moves over to Cardano a little bit, so we can see some really cool stuff. I haven't played Axie Infinity yet because it costs so much to play.
Mm.
Have you guys touched it? Have you played it at all?
No, I haven't. But the thing I found that the startup are very young.
Mm.
Both the MinSwap and Axie are very young. They are very young. I think 19 and 90.
Really?
So. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Very young.
Very young, talented kids. Okay.
Both of them graduate from FPT school.
Really? Okay. Oh, that's very interesting. Do they know each other?
I know Long. I think you know Long already,
Yeah,
right?
yep,
The founder of MinSwap.
Yep.
I haven't had chance to talk with the founder of AC, but I'm looking for that.
Okay. Interesting. I am a part of other networks and groups that have interviewed him, and I've forgotten his name off the top of my head, but I do hope to have a chat to him and see if we can move maybe a new project over to Cardano. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
So are there many stake pool operators in Vietnam? Are there any? We've got both of you that are operating pools. Are there many more? And how big is the Vietnamese community in the Cardano space? Like how many people in the Telegram? How many people in your Discords? Like I'm trying to gauge how big the Vietnamese Cardano ecosystem is.
How many people in your Telegram group now?
About 2,700 people in my Telegram group, and more than 3,000 in my Facebook group.
Okay, that's more than me. I've got about 60.
Yeah,
60 in my Telegram.
But I know there are many group and community. Someone is Radar.
Yep, I know. Yep.
Radar.
Yes, Radar. Very more than 1 million member. Yeah. Yeah.
How do you know Radar?
I just know this. That's a very big project about cryptocurrency, and they will bring many potential projects in over the world to Vietnamese community.
Yeah, because I'm friends with one of the founders, Hung.
Hung Dinh.
Yep. Yeah. He used to be very big in the Joomla space, and we used to do a lot of Joomla work back in the day. So Joomla is a content management system similar to WordPress or Drupal, but I think it was the better one. It was better out of the three. But I used to do a lot of work with him back in the day, and a lot of work in the Joomla space. So he invited me over into Radar as a Cardano advisor for the project. So we're trying to organize interviews and grow the Cardano ecosystem in Vietnam as well. So that's one of the things that we're trying to do on Radar. So I was quite surprised that you hadn't heard of it.
Do you remember how? Can you guess how many FPO in Vietnam? How many stake pool in Vietnam? How many?
For me, I think there are 40 pool. 40 pool. Yes, with total is more than 100 million of leaf stake.
Really?
100 million. I can share you the list of the pool.
Yeah, I want to
Yes.
see this list of Vietnamese operated pools with over 100 million ADA, live stake
Yeah.
ADA on them. That's absolutely amazing. I didn't realize it was that big. Wow. Okay. So we don't need to help the Vietnamese community grow then.
No.
No, we do.
I just guess there are around 40 around 40 pool in
40
Vietnam,
pool in
but I cannot guess how many active ADA on that.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this list that you sent me, Duc.
this.
And-
It's not include male and mid-swap pool.
Miswap.
Yes,
Oh,
not include.
Yeah.
Miswap did not operate the old pool. Miswap is official, so they call the pool from the community.
Yeah.
That is a fair. Official means the fair. I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah, it was a very clever idea, and it spread the ADA around to a lot of the small stake pools around the world. But I'm looking at your list here, and I'll share it. Can I share this list?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it gives all these pools promotions. So I'll share this list in the links in the show notes as well, so other people can have a look at all the other Vietnamese operated stake pools out there. It's quite a decent list, and some of these pools are quite large as well. It's quite impressive. So it's really good to see. Okay, so how can we actually help the Vietnamese community grow more then?
I think by doing what we are doing, we encourage the people to join Catalyst, writing more proposal, being a CA, and at least they will be a voter. I think that's the one that is some way to get them involved, to get them develop Cardano ecosystem. And we have another. I think we have another group. They are scanning on the project in Cardano ecosystem to determine which one is good, which one is bad, which one is good, which one need to improve, and sharing the result to the community, sharing the result to the other.
That's very cool. Now I'm looking at the list of all the Cardano Catalyst proposals that you've put in front of me here, all the Vietnamese submitted one. And how many here? I can't even see on the screen. It's 2 pages worth here, just 1 and a bit pages worth.
18 in that, 18. 18
on that list. Okay. Now, I'd wanted to go through some of these, but I don't know if we have time to go through them all. But Tien or Duc, can you highlight some of these, or should we go through each one of them and talk a little bit briefly about them so that people that are looking for something to vote on can have something to grab onto and vote for? And I think with the Vietnamese community, all the ADA that is staked to all these pools, over the 100 billion that's live stake, I'm pretty sure all of them will be voting for these Vietnamese projects as well, I hope. So first we have the Bring Smart Contracts to Vietnam. What is this project all about? And I see your name next to it, Tien, so I guess you should explain it.
The project is created by my team. You know that smart contract language now are being taught by English, by IOAK. So and on the training material are in English right now. So it's the one that is the barrier with the Vietnamese. So we aim to translate on available document, on available material to Vietnamese, and we're adding more and more feasible, practical example for the learner to understand and encourage them to study a smart contract. That's our target in that proposal.
I think the smart contracts is probably the smartest investment in yourself, in that it's going to be such a big industry. Like we've watched Ethereum and Solidity, that language grow and build such a large ecosystem from like 2017, 2015 to now. The smart contracts for Cardano is going to do the same thing, if not even more. So it's probably a very good way to start. And the next one here, localize Yoroi in Vietnam.
We start this project by we support many end user, Vietnamese end user. They use Yoroi, and they they face with some difficulty, like they face with some function in English, so they do not know what does it mean, and they get confused. If they get confused, they will not believe in that software or that application. So our team want to add one more language for Yoroi, that is Vietnamese, for Vietnamese community to use that wallet. By doing so, we think more and more people will be familiar with the Yoroi, and they will use Cardano and Cardano application more and more.
I think so too. I think it's a very good project to get behind. Language translations are usually the easiest ones, so it's a good one to do. The next one here we got, this one I'm not too sure about, 2Min Review. This one's got your name next to it. What's this one all about?
Yes, that's my proposal. This proposal, I have Vietnamese people who have no English. How to determine the proposal on the catalyst, and then they will use to vote, because almost Vietnamese people they don't know how to determine 3 criteria of CIA catalyst, like they don't know how to determine impact, feasibility, and auditability.
Yep.
So I built a toolkit in Google Sheet, and Vietnamese people can evaluate the proposal very fast, just in 2 minutes.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yes. Yeah.
2-minute review. I get you now. Okay.
Yeah.
It means that you can assess any project by using only 2 minutes.
Gotcha. Yep, that totally makes sense. Very cool. I think that would have quite a good impact as well, especially for people that aren't native English speakers and trying to read some of these proposals. Some of them get very complex. Some of them I don't understand, and English is my native tongue, so I don't know what they're talking about. So I think that's a very good one too.
I see that 2Min Review have a special way to assess a project. I have chance to work with Dirk a few times ago on 2Min Review project, and we have assessed some project. It quite the accuracy is good.
Fantastic. I'm assuming this could be applied for anyone in any language as well, to use the same Google Sheet and translate it into multiple different languages so other people can review it in 2 minutes too.
I don't think this is the issue with the Vietnamese people. In other country, I see the same. If you are ADA holder, you have a lot of ADA in your wallet. You come and vote for any project. You understand the impact of your vote, right? If you have a lot of ADA, if you vote some project wrongly, have a bad impact to the whole Cardano ecosystem, right?
Yep.
By doing this, by implementing this tool, the toolkit from Toolmin Review, you can eliminate, I think, or mitigate some lower quality project. I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Okay, the next one here. Yeah, digital asset management tool.
Yeah, that is a tool. The author want to use NFT to chase the product, to evaluate the product from any from a manufacturer or from the shop. It is authentic on whether it's authentic or not, or it genuine or not.
Yeah, so I call authentic art pieces, museum pieces, or it could be also for just even manufactured products.
Yeah,
if it's shoes, for example.
They have product already. It working. Yeah, some function are working right now.
Oh, that's fantastic. So this is a actually working project and they just need additional funding to get it further. Is that correct?
They have some function they need to develop in the future. So they add for Catalyst for fund.
Okay, that's fantastic. It's good to see some actual working projects as well, because it means they're dedicated and they are already working in the space. Okay, so the next one here we have Cardano Catalyst TV.
Yep.
The title kind of explains itself, but can you guys explain exactly what this one is?
This project come from me, one Ethan Tahoe operator. She come from journalist, so she want to interview every proposer to understand what they are going to do for the project and record and make like a TV channel and share with the own the audience on the voter to understand what it is.
It's that's quite a job. It's quite a job because there are so many proposals and she would have to go through so many interviews. But I think it's brilliant. That's a really good one because there are so many proposals. And some of them are really hard to understand, like going through and interviewing everyone so that you can have an overview of each project is a really good way to showcase the entire Cardano Catalyst projects. So I think that's a really good one as well, but very hard. And she's not requesting much money either, only $4,000 US for this proposal.
I haven't had a look about the request fund for that project.
Yeah, it's quite small, but I think it would have a really good impact as well. So I think that brings us to the end of the list, which
very long list, right?
It is a very long list, and I had no idea there were that many proposals from the Vietnamese community. So it's very, very good and encouraging to see a thriving community and ecosystem, especially just in Vietnam itself. So it's really good to see, and I would love to try and get as much support as possible for these proposals, and I'll put a list to all of the active proposals in the show notes for this video as well.
Let we wait and see how many of them will get fund from in Fund 6. Right?
So if anyone wanted to support the Vietnamese community a little bit more, I'd highly recommend that they jump on and vote for some of these projects that are coming up in Project Catalyst. The voting ends on the 20th, I believe it was.
I think it's good if you can delete a project to all the community, to get a higher vote for our project. Thank you for that.
So good luck to all of the proposers there, and fingers crossed you get a little bit more exposure and a little bit more funding to complete and finish these projects. Now, with both of your projects that you've put together, would you consider still delivering them or actually trying to work through and get them out to the community, even if you didn't get funding?
I think we continue to do. In fact, at the DIRT project, I think that mostly 80 or 90% complete already, right? Your project.
For me, I request the fund for my team and for my for the assessor who was assessed proposal in Catalyst. If I'm not going, if I fail, we will still doing my work because we need to tell to my member in my community how to find a good proposal, and they need to know assess by themselves. At the first time when I start my proposal, my projects, I had not thought to get the fund. I just do it by myself.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
But some of my friends they want to use my tool, so I was build it in a very simple version, and then they can use the tool.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Okay, we'll get these links out. Fingers crossed, and good luck with the Catalyst proposals and the voting phase. And we'll chat again, I suspect, in a month's time, and we'll see how everything goes.
Okay.
Okay, brilliant, guys. Thank you much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Now, since recording this interview, the MinSwap team, who we did talk about in this interview, had withdrawn their Catalyst proposals because they did a fundraising round and sold MinSwap tokens and raised more than enough ADA to be able to pay for their auditing of their code. So the MinSwap team have withdrawn their proposals. There were a few more proposals that we did talk about as well, but it was a little bit difficult to go through the details because we didn't know enough about it. But I'll put the links to it in the show notes so you can see all the proposals that were submitted in our discussion and conversations. Also, Duc's pool, his Tiger pool that he was running, also received the IOG delegation this round, which is absolutely fantastic. It means his pool and his community have recognized him for what he's doing and his contributions in the Vietnamese Cardano community. So that's really cool to hear, and congratulations on that delegation too. All right, now if you are wanting to vote for something, please consider some of these projects. They're doing some really cool things, like I said, and they will totally appreciate anything that you do for them in regards for voting, tweeting out anything, and giving them a little bit more exposure. So please consider some of their proposals in this fund for round 6 of Project Catalyst. Now, if you really enjoyed this content, please give us that thumbs up, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, work that YouTube algorithm for us, and you'll hear more from us real soon.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debating.